Good evening and welcome back to round number 2 here between the Wolves Blue and the Elizabethtown Panthers. Now in the first game the Wolves Blue did fall to E-Town, but we're hoping in game 2 we can turn that around. Now we do have a lineup change here which we'll go over in just a minute. In the meantime we're going to go ahead and look at our champion selection. So this time your Wolves Blue is on the blue side or the left side. And the first few bands are coming out as Olaf and Caitlin. And the Panthers have started with a Zyra band. And a Katrina band. A Katriana band. So, Wolves Blue moving on to their third band. Zaya band.
As we do see the Panthers now going with their third band. Poppy. So, two bands from Panthers being Chinkies that were played by Wolfgang last game. As well, banning Katarina being a very solid mid lane option for Wolfgang's subbed in mid laner. As well as Wolfgang banning Zaya, Caitlin, and Olaf. Some champs that were having some issues. You see now Wolfgang locking in Kled for top lane. Have you seen Kled be played this season?
I don't think so.
I've never seen him being played either. As they lock in a Fiora for the top lane for the Panthers. You see now going with their second pick now. Jungle has the available option of having Rek'Sai picked again because she wasn't banned that last game. Banned this way, but she will instead go for locking in Victor for the mid lane. No, swaps in Orianna. The game just messed up.
Yeah, we're going to have to take a break here, folks. I'm going to put you over here to this technical screen. We'll be back in just a minute. We had a technical issue. Okay, and we are back there. We had a little technical issue. Hopefully we can get it sorted out here, though. But it still looks like there might be some strange stuff going on there with that pick. Yeah, we just had an account issue. So.
Yeah, I think it's just a bug. It's a glitch or something that's showing that having Nautilus.
Yeah. Hopefully everything goes smooth this next time, though, here. Sorry for the delay out there to all our viewers and stuff on YouTube, Mountain Telephone TV, but should be in order now.
We going with the same bands and picks that we had seen so far before having that interruption. Starting with the same bands, being from Wolfe County here. Locking in Olaf, Caitlin, and then the last band should be Zaya, like I said, with the bands for the Panthers being Zyra, Katarina, and Poppy. First band for Wolfgang should be Kled, followed by another lock-in for the Panthers being Fiora. following up with an Oriana pick for the jungler selecting for the mid laner. I believe. I don't know if Oriana was locked in before the issue came up.
Yeah, I don't remember.
It looks like they will still go with the Oriana lock-in nevertheless. Yeah. Wolfgang now going back with their pick for the jungler, who will be locking in the Jax. So Jax is locked in for Wolfgang's jungler. You also now go back to the mid lane, who will be locking in their last pick for the first wave of picks for Wolfgang, who will be going with. Let's figure it out. He usually plays Katarina, which he's got banned, so he will be locking in the Yasuo.
Yeah.
Yasuo's not one that's been seeing a lot of luck by the people who's been playing him over the season. He just doesn't have that team comp that's been right for him yet on any team that's played him. But hopefully this will be definitely in his favor if he's played well. Going back to the Panthers now locking in their last pick for their mid lane, who already has their champion pick, so they will be most likely picking for another lane as they lock in the Leona for the support. Now going back to the second wave of bans, starting with the Panthers. We do see, as it looks like they will probably be focusing something towards the ADC or support. Just depends on, let's see what they're going to be going with here. As they lock in the Blitzcrank ban. So, Blitzcrank ban for the Panthers. Now, going back to Wolfgang now, who'll be locking in their pick for the next ban. They're probably most likely going to ban either a jungle option or an ADC option. So, they are going to go with a Tristana ban. So, again,
good choice there.
Yeah, good solid pick for Wolfgang. Going back to the Panthers now, going with their last ban. Here, as we do see, they are going to...
What?
Refresh it.
Okay.
Did you change the screen?
Yeah,
okay.
We're good.
All right. Wolfgang now going with locked in the last ban being Ashe, and Kai'Sa being locked in for the last ban for Wolfgang.
Mm-hmm.
We now go to the first wave of pick, or the second wave of picks. Sorry, starting with the Panthers, who will be locking in for either their ADC or their jungler. As it looks like they will be going with the. Let's see who they go with here. Going with a Jinx pick. So, Jinx is locked in for the ADC for the Panthers. Going back to the lock-in for the ADC for Wolfgang now. As it looks like... They'll be going with an Ahri lock-in.
Mm-hmm.
They might be playing Ahri as an APC instead of an ADC, which is perfectly feasible. It's just not a very common strategy played in League of Legends tournaments. Going with the last lock-in for Wolfgang, who will be hovering the Shaco support. Shaco support is a very off-meta build, but very strong at the moment. Shaco actually having one of the highest win rates as a support champion, even though he's not at all meant to be played in the support lane. He's usually a jungle champion. Sometimes a top lane champion, but mostly a jungle champion. As now go to Wolfgang, who will lock in Lee Sin for their... Wolfgang, but the Panthers, who will lock in Lee Sin for the jungle pick. Now, real quick, going over the comps between the two teams, we do have Kled in the top lane for Wolfgang. Kled in the top lane, Jax in the jungle, Yasuo in the mid lane, and APC Ahri with a support Shaco. Meanwhile, going back to the Panthers, who will be going with a Fiora in the top lane, Lee Sin in the jungle, Orion in the mid lane, Jinx as the ADC, and Leona support.
Okay, let's take a look here at our starting lineup. Now, we have a different starting lineup here today. We have... sophomore Cody Wethington in the ADC role. We have senior Cameron Caskey in the mid lane, senior Logan Creech as in the support, senior Anthony Randazzo in the jungle, and senior Dylan Mays in the top lane. So a different lineup here than we've seen before, but should be a great matchup. We're really excited. We also want to take this time to thank our sponsors of Wolfe County High School Esports, Appalachian Wireless, Mountain Telephone, Licking Valley Rural Electric, Farmers and Traders Bank of Campton, Whitaker Bank of Campton, and Sweetheart by Stephanie of Campton, Kentucky. So thanks again to all of our esports sponsors. As we go back here to our champ selection, we do have a 3-minute delay. Drew, what are your thoughts on the upcoming matchup?
Well, depending on how Wolfe County, dealt with that last game, they're definitely going to...
If you don't go back up, switch me off.
Okay. Wolfe County definitely having after dealing with that last game, definitely going to have a different perception of how they're going to want to go into this game. Last game, the other team had a lot of team play in their favor, and Wolfe County definitely needs to do a new change to capitalize off of that. Where is it?
The champion section.
Sorry. Between the individual lanes, however, it'll be sorry. Very interesting. Cled versus Fior in the top lane. Cled being a very aggressive top laner. Very just on-hit, assault type of character. Fior, on the other hand, being as well, but having a little bit more sustain with her healing that she has built into her kit. So that'll be something that they'll definitely want to watch out for, because she's going to have a lot more sustain in the lane versus Cled. Although Cled does have the advantage of being able to jump back onto his mount on the off chance it becomes available to him. Between Jax and Lee Sin, a very interesting matchup. A lot of skill matchup between them. Depending on Lee Sin's skill potential, it'll be a very interesting matchup. Both those junglers fairly evenly matched. Lee Sin being a very solid early game champion, however, but Jax having a very dominant late game. So that's something that they'll definitely want to watch out for. Between the mid laners, Orianna and Yasuo. Orianna having a lot of range, going to have a little bit of extra poke against Yasuo, but Yasuo still having a crazy amount of damage coming to his kit after he gets just his 2 items. So he'll want to, be worrying about that, or she'll want to worry about that. So she'll want to be putting him as far behind at early game as she possibly can. Ahri and Jinx is definitely something different. Jinx being an ADC, she's a lot more traditional. Ahri being played as an APC, so she's going to be like mage in the bot lane. That'll be something that will definitely she'll want to be prepared for. She's probably going to have Leona building extra magic resist in the bot lane to try and deal with the sustain, trying to survive Ahri, because she does have a lot of damage on her side. And between Shaco and Leona, Shaco, like I said, currently both of them sitting as some of the higher ranked supports currently in the meta. Shaco definitely being an interesting pick here, having that amount of damage on his side, as well as the amount of I guess the proper word here is cheese, because he just has a lot of essential tactics he can use to definitely put the enemy team behind. So
okay,
it'll be definitely matched.
We're going to transition here to our match. We will see you all in just a moment for the loading screen. And if you're just now joining us on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe button. Keep up with your Wolfe County Wolves all season long. If you're watching us on Mountain Telephone TV, thank you for joining us. You're watching esports action between Wolfe County High School Wolves Blue and Elizabethtown High School Panthers. So, exciting day here at Wolfe County High School. 2 great teams here going up against each other. Now, unfortunately, the Wolves Blue did fall in the first match, but still, it was a battle. It was one of the best games we've had all season. Both teams were neck and neck for a lot of it. The Panthers did kind of pull ahead there, in the second half of the game, but Wolfe County definitely held their own for a big portion of the game. So, and here we go. We are loaded in. Now, for this matchup, the Wolfe County Wolves Blue is on the left side, the lower left, the blue side, and I don't know why it's froze. Hopefully it sort of loads in a second. We are still here, though, and looks like it is trying to load in as the champions are spawning. Yes, so Wolves Blue is the blue side, and both teams are going to take off here towards their respective lanes.
Both teams now moving in. Like I said, it's the early game phase. Wolfe County's probably going to again play pretty defensively. They're not going to want to try and do anything to get themselves caught out. Although it will look like we'll be seeing an invade from the other team, however. Actually, no, it looks like Wolfe County will be doing a counter invade. For their champions moving up, Orianna does have vision. It does look like the entirety of Wolfe County is rotating up for that jungle invade. So they'll definitely want to watch out as Wolfgang does move up. They should have a vision of them.
So Wolfgang here being really brave, going into the enemy jungle to try to get this steal.
Wolfgang looking like they're going to try and go in for an engage here, but not before forcing the enemy team out behind their bot side jungle. Wolfgang now rotating back to their respective sides of the jungle. They do have vision. As we do see Jax, Ari, and Shaco now sitting on that bot side jungle buff as well. Buffs have spawned now. Minions are moving up into lane, and the game has begun. We see Wolf kind of giving a very early, easy gank to the Jax. Yasuo and Orianna pushing up in the mid lane pretty evenly. Yasuo's getting poked a little bit there. Orianna missing her Q, but nothing that's too much to worry about. Lee Sin's going to take a lot of damage there from the blue buff. We see Kled getting the bear trap onto Fiora, but not before she uses her parry. She did rush her parry first, which is usually not something you see a lot of Fioras leveling up first item. They usually go for their dash to be able to get that vital point used to their favor. We do see Kled is definitely going to be in the early game disadvantage here because of Fiora's sustain. As well as her mobility. She does have a built-in dash. She has a lot of dash potential. Oh, the root or the charm from Ori missing or connecting onto Leona, but not before Leona easily going in onto the Ori. Kled taking a lot of damage. Kled now hitting level 2 in the top side. Again, Fiora's going to be using her parry, which will be able to completely nullify his stun if she's able to time it right. Leona does a lot of damage. They ignite from Shaco, able to finish off Leona just enough, securing a surprising first blood for Wolf County. Even though they were definitely below in the early part of the game, it looks like Ari's going to die. Almost Shaco narrowly escaping from death to the Jinx. So good play there from them. Ari moving a little too close there did put Shaco at a very low health because of the explosion from a rocket. So she wants to watch out for that. Kled looking like he is going to fall. He does fall to the to Fiora. Jax taking a lot of damage here. Lee Sin dashing into the side. We see the ignite coming from Jax. Jax going over with the counter strike just in time for the stun to land, giving Yasuo a free kill. Looks like Yasuo 2v1ing here. He does have the potential to win this fight if he plays it right. He's going to get his Qs off. He's going to try and go to the side. Orianna going over a flash over the wall. The dash through the Orianna. Or through the Fiora, trying to get to Orianna, but not before she's able to die. Kled doing a lot of damage there, but he is going to fall, losing his mount. He's going to try his best. He flashes to the side, trying to get away from them, but he's going to take a lot of damage there from Orianna and Fiora. It looks like Fiora's going to dash and is able to secure a kill. As Wolf County does sadly lose that fight. Almost a really good counter-strike there played by Jax at as low health as he was, able to live that through. So a good play from Jax there in that engage. If only they had a little bit more health to outstay in that fight. But nevertheless, good plays from them. Score's currently 3-2 at 4.5 minutes with a about 1,000 gold lead in favor of the Panthers. We see Lee Sin is coming down to the bot side, jungle for a gank. We see Shaco coming down to the side. He's going to get caught. He's forced to flash away, as well as using his... the very well-placed Shaco trap there, stopping that Jinx Zap from able to connect with him. So a very good placement on his part. Alright, throwing out the Q there. We see Yasuo going to go in, trying to do as much damage as he can to Orianna, shielding herself with her E. He does have his Tornado Q up. Lee Sin is moving up to the mid lane. He might be looking for a gank here. Jax is also moving into the mid lane, coming up towards it as well. Maybe looking at a fight here between Jax and Lee Sin, potentially. As Jax does have vision of Lee Sin, he does get connected by the Q for Lee Sin. Lee Sin could go in if he wants to, but he decides to back off instead. Both lanes now pushing pretty consistently. Kled currently sitting up the top lane, a little passive at the moment. Fior sitting up a level above him. He misses the bear trap, but is able to get a couple of auto attacks off. Shaco being used to those traps. Good crowd control on that bot side as well as zoning out the enemy team. A lot of damage they're taken from Fior. Fior just having a lot of sustain, making it really tough for Kled to fight this early in the game. Until he gets his items built, then he'll be able to have a little bit extra sustain as well as damage output. But you see Fior does decide to dash in. She does take some damage from the tower. Not too much. As Shaco and Ari now having the lane actually pushed out in their favor. Having that side lane pushed out definitely going to be helping Wolfe County. A little bit of extra pressure on that side lane allows for the jungle to potentially prioritize other lanes such as mid and top lane who are... Well, actually, mid lane having it pushed out well. Jax would be best off this moment to probably prioritize the top lane, where it's the one that's having the biggest issue at the moment. Kled is sitting at level 6. Fior as well. Fior does have the potential to go in with her ultimate, but Kled being a little too far under his tower makes it a lot harder for her to get all 4 of her critical strikes off onto him, being that close to tower. Lee Sin now moving through his jungle now to his bot side. We see Jax going in, looking like Jax is going to go for this early Drake solo. We do see Yasuo is moving in. Okay, Kled does get Fiora does activate her ult on Kled, able to secure a kill, no problem. The engage from Leona there, the charm from Ari missing, as we do see a an E from Shaco there, able to easily escape that. Jax still going for that dragon, looking like he should be able to secure it. He is going to be able to barely secure it, but not before the dragon's able to take him out. Soloing that dragon this early in the game, definitely not in his favor, but they did get it nonetheless. Yasuo ulting onto the Orianna. She does use her, it looks like she's going to try and go for the ult here, maybe to try and survive, but she's going to go over the wall, flash over it, as Shaco goes in from the side. He's going to go in, ulted from Orianna onto Shaco. The fact she knew he was there was surprising. Kled forced her. We see a flash from Shaco, as Yasuo is able to dash through with the aid of that ignite from Shaco, easily able to secure that finishing kill, or that finishing blow onto the Orianna. So a good play from Yasuo there, good rotation from the Shaco, a lot of pressure there on his part. So good plays from Shaco definitely on this in the last couple of minutes.
Can I have Cody Wadington report to the office, please? Cody Wadington.
We go back to now what looks like Lee Sin going for his blue buff now, as Jax goes up towards his wolves, able to secure those now. He's going to move up towards his blue buff as well. Kled putting some wards in the top side. Ari and Shaco now pushing back, playing a little passive in the bot side. As we do see, pretty passive for the last minute or two. Both teams have just been in the lanes pushing it out, trying to farm as much as they can. Leona throwing an ult there, not going to be able to connect to anybody. Shaco putting down those traps, scaring off the enemies as good as he can. It does connect with the Jinx there, doing a little bit of damage. He does go with the stun as well as Fiora does go off on the ult on Kled. Kled's going to take a lot of damage here. Fiora ulting, not getting all 4 of her critical shots off here. Yasuo rotating up to the top side. Jax is up. Jax looks like he's going to go in, but not before he's able to get his counter-strike off. Lee Sin does Q onto him, flashing behind with the ultimate onto him, throwing Jax into them with a 2-man Lee Sin combo. Good combo from Lee Sin there. Does able to secure a kill, or a double kill, from Fiora onto Wolfe County. Yeah, Shaco there is tanking that Jinx ult to save Ari. Kled sitting at very low health at this point under the tower. Fiora does have the potential to easily go in and engage on him. Jinx is able to secure that last hit kill onto Shaco with the aid of her trap, knowing exactly which one he was. Looks like Lee Sin and Oriana rotating up towards top side. Lee Sin standing up at the top side. Jungle Bush. Within gank range of Kled. It looks like he's going to go in, though. He's going to get up. We see Jax for the flash. Going to come in from the side. We see the teleport from Fiora. Ult from Leona onto Jax. Jax trying to jump away as fast as he can to live, but not before falling to the minions. As Jinx is able to secure a double kill as well. Rift Herald is popped up in the top lane now. Kled trying his best to 1v1 Lee Sin. He should be able to do this pretty well. He does have that extra bit of burst damage right now. He's going to be able to try and get him. He's going to run away now. He does finish off, though, in the process, taking out that Rift Herald. Wolfcan currently staying at 9-3 at the moment. Lee Sin does decide to go in on Kled. Kled's going to take a lot of damage, forcing Kled to flash. Lee Sin's going to try his best to stay on him. He's going to try and follow up. Kled trying to sustain the fight, but not enough, as Lee Sin's able to easily outtrade and beat Kled. Score's currently 10-3 in favor of the Panthers, with a 6,000 gold lead and a having a tower in their name. Yasuo taking a lot of damage. He tries his best there, but not before losing a fight with Fiora using her ultimate on him. Shaco almost trying to get out of there, but not before Fiora's able to just barely clip him with her dash. Fiora putting a lot of pressure on Wolfcan this game. Just a lot of damage on her part. Currently sitting at 8-0 at 12 minutes. Fiora just a very strong powerhouse. Already a really strong champion as it is, but given this early lead in her favor, she's just going to be way big of a threat for Wolfcan. They're all going to have to prioritize her as their #1 target. They're now trying to secure a couple of tower planes as they do easily secure them. Kled in the mid lane now trying to push them off. Jax going in on the Fiora. The counter-strike does land, as we do see Ahri is trying to defend as much as she can in the bot lane. Kled ulting in the mid lane, trying to ult down on them, but not before they're out of range of it. Also clearing up a little bit of extra farm there. Ahri trying to solo defend the bot lane. It's going to lose some towers, though. They have a lot of extra damage on the bot side. Her by herself should be able to clear the waves out for sure, but not. Between the next couple of waves, is probably going to lose that tower. So she's either going to need her team to rotate down there with her, or she's going to have to just go ahead and move on and accept losing the tower to try and maybe make that up somewhere else in the lanes. Yasuo does decide to ult onto Oriana under the tower, though. We do see the Q thrown onto Yasuo under. We see the taunt or the stun landing. The ultimate from Leona onto Ahri. Ahri flashing out of sight, getting away just enough in time. The Q from Ahri, landing onto Leona. She's going to try and get that last ability kill, which she does, but not before Jack's able to jump onto them and counter-strike it. Jack's going to try and get his counter-strike off. Does not land on Jinx there, sadly. Ahri still trying to sustain the fights. Does die to the auto-attacks from Jinx, but not before Jax is able to secure the kill as well onto Jinx. Fiora does throw her ultimate onto Yasuo. Kled trying his best to keep her off of him, but not before she's able to easily finish him off with the aid of her ultimate. Kled trying his best to run away, but not before Fiora just keeps dashing and running onto him. No problem with her trying to keep on in that fight. Jax trying his best to run away, but not before getting sandwiched between Fiora. He's going to try and run. He does try to hop away. Lee Sin missing the Q there, but not before able to easily use his E and finish off Jax. Score's currently 17-5 in favor of the Panthers. Going for the second Drake of the game, being an Infernal Drake. And it will be Mountain Drakes now spawning, which will be changing the layout of the map. There'll be new walls popping up in certain locations, so that'll be something that they'll need to watch out for.
And that mid tower just falling so quickly there. Panthers putting a lot of damage.
Crazy damage coming from the Panthers, specifically from Fiora, as well as Jax. Or not, sorry, Jax, but Jinx. Lee Sin doing some pretty good damage, too. You see ultimate from... Oh, the three-man counter-strike from Jax landing, but not before being completely shredded by that Oriana stun. We do see Kled trying his best to sustain. He's not going to be able to do it. Jinx did the auto attacks off just in time to finish. Jinx securing a triple kill. The ultimate from her thrown as well. Not going to be able to secure the kill onto... it's a quadra kill on Jinx. Going to try and go for the pentakill here. Ahri trying her best to run away. The taunt here. Not before Shaco Trap able to take out Jinx. Ahri as well securing a kill on Ari securing the kill on Jinx, with Leona falling to Shaco's traps. So that actually didn't turn out the worst for Wolfgang. Did end up getting 2 people out of it, but they do lose their second mid-tier tower, or second-tier mid-tower. The score is currently 21-7 in favor of the Panthers, with a 10,000 goal lead in their favor as well, and 4 towers to nothing at 16 minutes. Like Wolfgang now rotating down towards the bot side jungle, going to try and maybe move back up to mid lane now, trying to push those lanes back out. As Shaco is coming from the side, he does throw a trap over. Jax does get the counter-strike off barely on Leona, but not before falling. Orianna with that ultimate as well on 2 people. Jax getting the triple kill here. Yasuo and Kled trying their best to secure the fights here. Jinx running to the side, getting a quadra-kill. Kled's going to fall. Looks like giving Jinx the penta-kill here. He does try to teleport, but not be able to do anything in time. Jinx easily able to get a penta. Wolfgang now pushing back out the lanes, trying to push that way back off. Jax does get the counter-strike off on Jinx, but he's not going to be able to out-sustain those fights. Fiora doing pretty solid damage there. Lee Sin does spawn the Rift Herald now in mid lane. Shaco putting down some traps, trying to push that, or trying to deter the enemy from pushing out. Wolfgang trying their best, not before Rift Herald able to easily take out the tower. Yasuo throwing the Q there, able to finish it off. Shaco with the leap there that he did. We see Lee Sin and Fiora taking down this tower, no problem. Lee Sin gaining the kill for it. Kled taking some damage here, getting gone in by. We can see the 3-man, or the 4-man, counter-strike from Jax there. Jax doing really good on these counter-strikes, but just not enough in the fights. Yasuo going in on the side now. He's going to go in. He's dashing. Jax taking out a kill. Jax getting a double kill here. Does fall. Ari now the only one left to defend. Shaco is also pushing out with her now, as Jinx just shredding him. Link does land the zap as well as the ultimate on Ari. A lot of damage there from Jinx, just being too dominant at this point in the game. They are going to go and try and secure this first inhibitor or Nexus tower, and they should be able to do that no problem. They will probably have to back off though for this mini wave, as it looks like they don't get the inhibitor tower with 1 hit.
They did not get it. That is very close.
See now Jinx moving into the bot side jungle, going to try and clear up some farm out of Wolfgang's jungle to further her lead. Score is now currently 30-11 in favor of the Panthers at 19 minutes in the game, with a 13,000 gold lead in their favor and 5 towers. Wolfgang just not doing good much this game at all in the objective department. They haven't had a chance to push lanes out. They haven't had a chance to claim jungle farm objectives. So they're definitely going to be something they're going to have to prioritize in these future games. We do see Shaco, Jax, and Ari trying to push the Jinx off the bot side. As you see Leona also coming down to aid the Jinx in the event that they do decide to go in on her. Fiora sitting close but not in immediate aid range. Leona also, or Lee Sin coming down too. Looks like they might be setting up for a Drake here. As we do see, they are going for another Drake. Wolfgang's Yasuo sitting in the mid lane now, trying to fight the Orianna. He is going to go in on her. Going to try and do. She does land the ultimate. The ultimate does go off onto Orianna. She does use her barrier now. Yasuo doing what he can to try and get those kills. He does land the Q knockup. He ignites, dashes to her. Her ult missing. As Jax does get the counter strike off on Fiora. She does use her ultimate on Ari. You see Jax is going to try his best to run away. Shaco coming in from the side here. We do see they leave the dragon open. Looks like Shaco's going to try and go for a behind steal on the dragon. As Shaco does secure the dragon. Kled coming with the ult from behind as well onto Lee Sin. Kled ulted away by Lee Sin's kick. Wolfgang's Leona flashing onto the Shaco as well. Shaco at least getting something out of that fight, so it definitely wasn't a complete loss. So they were able to steal the dragon in their favor. Leona just consistently staying on Shaco, not giving him a chance to run away. So Wolfgang definitely, turning something around out of that fight. But not before we see the rest of them pushing up. We see the first tower does fall. Around inhibitor, Fior dashing does take out the second inhibitor. Yasuo or Jax falls very easily. Sorry. Then we see Jinx with another triple kill. She's going to try and get the quadra kill. She does get the quadra kill. Kled not going to try and give her the penta as he sits in his base. They are going to try and secure it. They're going to go for that inhibitor now, or the Nexus.
Looks like the Wolves Blue is going to fall here to the Elizabethtown Panthers in game number 2. Both teams just came out swinging today and did a great job, but just wasn't enough for the Wolves Blue today. So, good job, everybody, both teams. We want to thank everybody out there on YouTube and Mountain Telephone TV for watching. We'll take just a minute here and we'll pull up the post-game stats. So you can see there for a minute. That was a fairly quick matchup there. Wolfe kind of going down in 21 minutes and 8 seconds. But yeah, that was a great matchup. Looks like everybody came away with a few kills, or at least one kill. Everybody did. So, all right. Well, we want to thank you for joining us here for Wolfe County Esports Action, and we will be back next Tuesday. We don't know yet who we're going to be playing, but we'll find that out this weekend. So thank you for joining us. Until next time.